Don't get your feelings hurt. Read this.
Welcome to Short Film Roundup.
SFRU.
This is it. We're back. It's Short Film Roundup time.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Hey, I've been drinking yerba mate instead of that disgusting glowing goop liquid that Payman was
cursing
me
that
with.
through a straw? That was kind of weird.
It was like a milkshake. It's like a milkshake
So you
kind
drink
of
the
thing.
milkshake every
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. But I got some Guayaki brand yerba mate, our sponsor for the program.
The wrong show.
Wrong
show.
Wow, way throwback.
It's a huge throwback.
That was Talkies.
Wow. Anyway, this is the place where three cursed filmmakers review user-submitted short films. That's short films made by you guys.
Absolutely.
guys.
The filmmaking public.
Yeah. What day is today?
I don't know.
It's like December.
December? Is it still December?
I think so.
I think we have an award show coming up.
Very soon.
Oh, we do.
Very soon.
In fact, before we even put out another short film roundup. Is it New Year's Eve?
Shoot, is this New Year's Eve?
It's New Year's Eve, isn't it?
Is it?
Holy crap, it is.
Ooh.
Oh, let me get some things.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick.
Oh.
Yeah.
So here in the void, we don't have very good sense of time.
Oh.
So it's easy for us to...
Cellophane.
Ooh, that sounds bad.
That's
Happy New Year!
Hey,
Sorry.
Don't do it yet.
I want a hat.
You want a red hat?
Yeah.
You want a payment hat?
Oh, now I don't want the red one.
I'm getting gold up in this.
Well,
Doesn't
it's there we go. Yeah, like we said, it's very hard to keep track of the
time
and the date because our void is timeless.
Oh, I have multiple.
Is it New? Is it actually New Year's?
I believe it's New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I kind of thought this would make a noise, like a.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Could we add in a noise?
Let me see if that's actually true. I just want to make sure. Because last time we mistook. Okay, so this is Sagacity.
Oh, let's do a countdown.
Yeah. Oh, and I was thinking post production we can add in some fireworks and some sound effects when we go.
Why are you talking to me?
Oh, you do the post usually.
No, Payman does that.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
All right, Payman, hook us up.
All right.
All right. Since we don't have a clock, we'll just do this arbitrarily.
Sure.
Okay.
From 10,
10 to 30,
Sure. 30.
29,
28,
8,
8,
7,
7,
6,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year!
For all, may all acquaintance be forgot, and all things be forgot, and all years to you.
Happy New Year.
That's how it goes.
Yep. Our New Year's resolution is to review as many short films as possible because that's all we can do anyway. So I thought a good resolution would be to lose a little weight, but you can't actually lose weight in the void. Everything's in a permanent stasis. The nice part is we don't age.
That is very nice.
So that's kind of cool.
So if you want to send us your
He's like
short
a plague
film,
doctor.
yeah, that's awesome. You can send us your short film. There's a link in the description. There's a form. You can fill out the form. Send us your film. We'll review it. We'll give it the review treatment. You should subscribe to our channel and leave us a like if you like to, because that'd be pretty cool.
So today we're going to watch a film sometime.
We're waiting on payment mail.
Whatever Payman decides to.
Look, I'm a demon. Oh, I'm a demon. I'm stupid, and I got horns.
Wait, no, don't. Oh, no, we don't like Payman.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter anymore. We're stuck here for eternity. Might as well.
Might as well embrace it, I guess. Okay. What do we got, Kenny?
Hey,
this is insane.
All right, today we're covering
payment mail.
Sagacity.
All right.
Sagacity.
By Rex Owen Waide, submitted by Earthman Zero Heaven.
Oh,
yeah, that's my favorite guy.
Yeah, Earthman Zero Heaven. He's my neighbor.
Oh yeah, you live in the void.
Sure.
Earthman Zero Heaven. That's an awesome name. Whatever's going on with that, it's like that's awesome.
What is that from?
It took a while for us to figure out how to say this, the name of this movie, because Sagacity. Or Sagacity.
Sagacity.
I'm like, it's a video game.
It's a video game.
Movie. But the word sagacity means the quality of being able to discern or make a wise decision.
Alrighty.
So there you go.
So let's watch this deeply philosophical film.
And you have to watch it also, or else this review won't make any sense. So there's a link to that film down in the description. Go watch it, come right back, and join the discussion.
We back.
Welcome back.
Man. Happy New Year. Right?
Thanks, man. 2019.
Indeed. 2019.
Before we dive in, we missed a couple things.
Did we?
No, we didn't.
We got preoccupied with the whole...
Hey, guys, we have an award show tomorrow.
There's that one.
We have an award show tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the award show,
where
so there's that.
Every film up until now has been considered for an award.
Whoa.
And in fact, we've even nominated them already.
Yeah.
They're all you can check out the nominee video.
Check out the nominee video.
There's a lot of films in there.
Right here.
Oh, there it is.
There's a lot of great films in there.
Yeah,
actually.
Check out that. Watch the movies by our nominees, especially.
Yeah.
And then if you
give them some likes and subscribes.
If you submit your film for us, it'll be in contention for next year's award show.
Yep.
It'll be sent to us via payment mail, and we'll review it just like we're about to review this film. So
that's it.
Let's get into it.
Taylor.
Yo, what's up, man?
Get me into Sagacity.
All right, so this was an interesting viewing experience for us because we all kind of had different perspectives on what this movie actually was. I saw it to be an absurdist comedy about a moral dilemma of some sort, of like, do you keep Albert Einstein alive or do you keep the cat alive? You know, you only have one heart. But
so this is based on a short story, right?
Yes, I'm not familiar with the short story at all.
I'm not either.
So I don't know what it
I think
what
it's a rather obscure one because it sounded like the people who made this intimately knew the author of it.
Oh yeah, there was.
So was this an original film or original short story?
It sounded.
It could have been.
I don't know if I'm reading it right, but it sounded like the short story was by like their professor.
So like,
see, look at the end. Back up just a little bit more. Based on the short story Einstein and the Cat by John Sanson, and then move forward. Dedicated to John Sanson, you'll always be my mentor. As we spend days in a dark room drinking coffee and discussing life and tragedy, death and comedy. May you find nirvana wherever you go.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a node.
So there you go.
I found this movie to be really funny. I was laughing for a lot of it. I thought the absurdity of choosing Einstein or a cat with the same heart is insane, and I thought it was really funny how serious a lot of these characters took it, and I thought it was really funny how this movie is just kind of crazy. Like all this overlay, like crossfading stuff, and some of these shot choices and the lighting setups are just nuts. Like this is a manic, crazy thing.
Where it's like we have this green and
red.
It's
like green, these ridiculous close-ups, and like these weird dialogue.
Staging is all wrong if there is indeed a surgical table between them with a body on it.
Yeah,
there's no room for Einstein. They shoot this like they're all standing around Einstein, and the priest must be sitting on his lap.
See, I think that's funny. To me, that's funny. You know, because it's like, where are they?
To me, that's a mistake that gets in the way of the funny stuff.
I didn't see that as a mistake.
I am
because
sure
it's too obvious to be a mistake.
People make obvious mistakes,
but
all
compared
the
to
time.
how absurd the rest of the movie is, it's like they're very aware. You know, like these aren't people who are let's get out of the way. The audio is not good. The performances are sometimes weird. And some of the camera work is kind of not the best. This movie could be way better, but I feel like they were aware enough of what they were doing here to see them standing in a tight circle in a black void hospital as something that's just kind of funny. You know, that's how I see it. So that's a question right there. Bam, let us know who's right.
Yeah,
Who's
I
right?
don't think so. I feel like this film was just sort of rushed and made up as they went along, which is why it has a very playful feel. It feels like you had fun making this movie, and that it was personal to you guys, whoever's behind it for sure. But I feel like the technical flaws here are so egregious that they really get in the way of some otherwise clever dialogue. It was very hard to hear. Dee couldn't even hear it at all until the second time through when he sat next to the speakers. And that is very distracting. It takes one out of the experience, and it conveys an intent that you probably didn't have.
I'll go on record saying that I had no idea this was a comedy, if that's indeed what it is. Because I got very sincere vibes from all of it, so that made me hate it. and then I talked to these guys straight afterwards, and they're both saying, "Oh yeah,
no, it was definitely a comedy.
It's definitely absurdist.
And
it's definitely a comedy,
and it's genuinely funny. Like I think the writing is really good.
I didn't get."
And I think some of the performances were right on too. We're just right. The guy with the big old fro of hair,
he was good.
He was very good, and the priest I thought was very good too. I thought he was genuinely like you'd expect some know-it-all priest who is just sort of nuanced in all of his answers would act.
Yeah,
it's like you're so profound, but you're just not helpful at all, man.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd really like to know what's wrong with my brain.
Well, so would we all, Dee.
I
would all want to know.
That'd be great. There's so many times where I can walk out of a movie and just have a completely different thing that I saw than you guys.
Yeah.
Like, that movie blew, and then you guys are like, that was amazing. What are you talking about?
Well,
where were you?
Well,
blood's thicker than water, Dee.
Believe it or not.
Oh, because you guys are related.
Because we're related.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
Because we share DNA.
That's why.
At night, we exchange
DNA.
At night. Yeah. Little petri dishes.
Yeah.
It's very sterile.
Yeah. I wear gloves.
The idea of this film, I really like the idea of the film, and I really like that if it was indeed a comedy, a playful, philosophical comedy, that's fun. It was very hard for me to understand anything that was happening because the reverb was crazy.
Yeah, audio was
so much reverb.
It was basically a mess.
The way it was shot in this black void where we don't see anything else and it's just three characters talking, it's really, really dialed in as a one-act play. This feels like a play meant for a small theater, and it looks like a play meant for a small theater. But in the movie, in a visual storytelling medium, I think this would have been so much stronger if these guys were standing next to a guy posing as Albert Einstein at a table and was next to a cat, and that the absurdity would have just been pushed up all the higher to see them genuinely concerned about which one gets this human heart that once pumped the blood of a pedophile.
Yeah, I would agree with that, in the sense that, like, you definitely could have shown, like, it's funny, it's weird that we have Albert Einstein here when we just had a movie called Journey to the 43rd that
2 movies
had
in a row.
Albert Einstein in it. They got somebody.
There's one in between, but yeah.
They got somebody to play Albert Einstein.
He looked great.
Yeah, he did look good.
You should get that guy to be on the table.
Yeah.
For this movie.
Yeah.
I can understand that,
AI regeneration.
Yeah, with AI, yeah. But
AI, Albert Einstein. Einstein starts with an E.
Almost. Sounds right.
Almost, Kenny. Almost.
Something, I don't know. I liked the camera work. I liked that it was all claustrophobic and like one man play. They could have done more with like making it clear. Like they could have done more with making it clear what the situation was. Like, I grasped on that there was this heart transplant thing between Albert Einstein and a cat, but I did have to really try and really pay attention more than I would for almost any other kind of movie. And I think that you could have done more to make sure that was clear.
I think this needed a setup. And then
a little bit more of a setup.
I think this like whole back and forth would have been really, really funny.
Yeah.
If there was just a bit more setup. See Albert, see the cat, and have them actually sort of more explain that, yes, we're trying to decide whether the cat lives or Albert Einstein lives.
That would have done it for me.
And then you have this lawyer coming in, and the lawyer's whole job is to point out that Albert Einstein doesn't want to be saved.
Yeah.
Right.
And yet this other guy's like,
They're
well, we
still
can't
doing
save
it.
the cat instead. We got to do it.
They're like,
And then you
"It's
have
malpractice."
a doctor who's literally giving the scalpel to a man who's not a doctor,
And
saying,
the cat,
you cut him.
The cat's rabid also.
And the cat's
rabid.
Right.
and likely to reject the heart altogether. And then you have this priest just saying completely unhelpful things over and over, like it's very, very profound.
Yeah, the writing
So
is...
that's all great.
Yeah,
I mean,
The
I love
situation
that.
is quite funny.
Yeah.
The situation is...
Yeah.
I think there was a lot more that could have been done with the visual.
It's setup. I think setup is the big thing. Like we've talked about before, comedy, the punchlines don't matter if you aren't already in.
Right.
Right? So like jokes
Set up and payoff.
Jokes just happen in a vacuum are just jokes.
Yeah.
But if you do a setup and a payoff, then you're in it with them. You know, you've connected to the story, and then when a funny thing pops out of a story that you're already a part of, then it catches you off guard and it makes you laugh.
Yeah.
So yeah, setup is the thing.
The context in here that I think would have been helpful to have is this whole part that we're introducing here.
Yeah, there's just too much of this that just didn't add anything to the story.
Yeah, and what you're saying about how if we saw the shot of Einstein and the cat, I think that would have brought us in visually.
It actually would have immediately also clued us in that this is hilarious.
That too,
right? Because like this was very dramatic. Then we roll in a body on a gurney, and we go, "Oh man, this is heavy." And then another gurney comes in, and there's a cat on it, and then all of a sudden we're like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. The part where he says "hairy pussy,"
yeah,
right, is a joke, but it was
ironically
shown
a male cat.
But it was shown. The joke was shown as a text. And it is something that reads well.
This is a meme movie,
but it's not something that you can absorb in a film. It's something you could absorb in a film better, but here we just read it.
That worked for me.
That's fine if it worked.
This worked for me.
That's fine if it worked.
Fine. It's
Then
fine.
yeah,
it's fine.
Good for you.
Good for you. It reminds me of Palau because Palau was a dialogue-driven film. Mm-hmm. There was nothing in the film that was clued in visually. Everything was said. And if you didn't pay attention to what they said...
Also would have made a great play.
Yeah. If you didn't pay attention to what they said, you are literally missing the movie. Right? Same thing here. Same exact thing here. If you missed something that they said, you're now lost.
This had no visual storytelling. It did have visual gags.
Yeah.
But not visual storytelling.
So in that sense, that's why I didn't connect so much with this movie. The same way I didn't connect so much with Palau was because when I'm watching a movie, I'd like to be clued in visually as opposed to hearing. And especially when the sound
The hearing wasn't good.
No, yeah, when the sound was so bad.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if the audio was good, this film could have been a podcast comedy.
Absolutely.
And been exactly the same.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think the visuals really added.
Yeah. It didn't.
There was some like crossfade stuff that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But again, it was sort of like gag humor.
Yeah, I disagree a little bit. gonna have to step out there a little bit. I liked a lot of the visual. I agree in the sense that yes, it is dialogue necessary. Yeah. Like if you took the dialogue out, you had no idea what's going on.
Or if you took the visuals out, you'd have the same exact idea.
You would have the same. You would know the same story.
Yeah.
But I think the visuals did add to it. I think a lot of the cross-fading stuff, a lot of the extreme close-ups, a lot of the lighting stuff, and this fact that it takes place in this void
tone.
Yeah,
the silliness.
It's not like they just pointed a camera, you know.
Right. No. It did add to it, and in a way, but it added to it in a way that you could say, we have this wonderful podcast, let's make it into a film, or we have a wonderful text, let's make it into a film and add more things to it, as opposed to translate it through the visual medium. And they
I think it added tonally.
Yeah.
It added tonal, not exposition wise.
Yes.
Right.
That's probably why I liked it.
And that's probably why I didn't like it. I think
I'm a tone freak.
No. Actually, this is funny.
Freak. Taylor Schofield.
This is interesting. This says a lot about us three. Like you're able to separate the visuals from the story, and I can't do that. And I think that's what's wrong with my brain when it comes to looking at movies like this. There was another movie that we talked about a while ago on Short Film Roundup called Vincent, where I did not understand that it was supposed to be an absurdist comedy because everything that I saw was a dramatic shot.
Yeah, which was so sad to us because I'm like, you're like missing the point, man.
And you guys are like, dude, there's a movie here, and I'm like, I can't see it. So yeah, it was the thing is that the visuals weren't there. They're not necessary in this way if that's the kind of audience that you're trying to reach out to.
Believe it or not, everybody is different.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I mean,
have you ever seen Identical Twins?
Yeah, they're completely the same.
They are like creepy.
Yeah. I never actually I didn't think about that.
Freaky similar.
That's a good point. That's a good point. What the hell did he just do to me?
Yeah.
I just wanted to let this evolve, see what would happen.
I was like, I gotta kill it fast.
You want to go absurdist comedy? Let's go absurdist.
You know, it's funny because
absurdist on each other.
Because this whole thing, the thing that we're doing right now, is just a podcast thing.
Yeah.
Like you could take out the visuals, and this would totally make sense.
Except for
the movie.
Except for this.
Oh, jeez.
See, you had to see that in order to know what happened.
and referencing the movie, we show clips and stuff. Don't discredit our...
No, I'm discrediting.
No, D.
We're discredited.
D.
No.
Lizard him.
This is crazy.
What an episode. Ew, gross. You are disgusting. But I love you.
Okay. What else?
Let's get back on track. Yep.
Or questions.
Let's talk more about us.
Okay, questions. So what do we have for questions?
Okay, so first of all, are you filmmakers who...
Are you filmmakers?
No, what I mean...
Do you make films?
No, because at the end, it sounded very much like this was like a made in honor of someone else.
Right.
Like, our dear friend who we love, maybe not even around anymore. This almost sounds like a memoriam.
Yeah.
And that this was one of their stories that they told, and they wanted to immortalize it. So I could see 5 guys getting together who are not filmmakers, who just wanted to do this thing. Mm-hmm. So my first question is, are you filmmakers? And if so, do you make... Is this the sort of thing you typically make? Is this representative of your strong suit in terms of work? Second question is, do you have a microphone? If not,
you should get one.
Highly recommend you get a microphone. Even if it's a $35 lavalier to iPhone setup.
Yep. I would agree.
Or I'd recommend spending a little bit of more cash and get the what, Taylor?
NTG2!
Yeah, the NTG2.
The Rode NTE2.
Brought to you by Karmanlinestudios.
NTG12.
I looked it up. It wasn't 12.
We are officially sponsored by the Rode.
I'm sorry, but the ATE
Rode?
4073A is actually my choice.
You're wrong, D.
Nope. Audio-Technica is vastly better than Rode.
I don't have anything to...
Anyway.
Visual gags.
Get a mic. Get a mic.
Visual gag.
Get a mic.
Actually, these mics, yeah. These were really cheap.
These were cheap.
Yeah, but you're not going to have this on your...
Yeah, go on set.
Go like this.
You can put it on the end of a stick and boom them. I've seen crappier rigs, and it works.
They work.
You totally could, actually.
They work.
So, get a mic. Yeah. All right. Other questions? Go.
I like this movie.
That's a good question.
I like this movie. I like your style. Where'd you shoot it at? Where'd you get your void? Because I happen to shoot in black voids constantly, both here in this void and in my own other stuff. I happen to shoot.
You have another void
That
somewhere?
is his style.
My other void, yeah.
Taylor's style is dominated by
black voids.
empty black void.
I'd say Taylor really liked this movie because it looks a lot like his.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that looks just like my movie. I like it.
That's your conscious
That was my thought process. Yeah. No, that was not my thought process.
Oh.
What else? I don't really have many questions. I just want to send my appreciations. I thought it was a good movie. I liked it.
I want to know if there was a script involved at all, or if this was just taken from the text and translated to pictures, and that's it. I want to know what your translation process was, and if you make movies like this often.
All right. Well, thank you again for submitting this film to us, Earthman Zero Heaven.
And for the director, Rex Owen Waide.
Rex Owen Waide, you
cool
sound
name.
like a comic book character.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
Because Wade?
Wade.
Or because Owen? Or because Rex?
All of this.
Yeah,
You
the whole
put that
thing.
together, that is totally
Yeah.
a comic book character.
All right.
Last question, is that your real name?
Earthman Zero Heaven.
Zero Heaven. Yeah.
Earthman Zero Heaven. And Happy New Year to everyone.
Yeah,
Thank
Happy
you
New
for
Year.
tuning in to our final episode of the
the
year.
year. Woo!
We'll be back tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
The first day of 2019.
Oh, we are.
For our
Award
first
show.
ever award show. Can't wait to see you there.
Who's going to win? Who's going to
What a
win?
year
Who's gonna win?
2018 was, and we're going to just kill it in 2019. Are you in?
Yeah!
Hell
yeah!
We're gonna